Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kerjasama daripada para hadirin amatlah saya hargai. Sekian, terima kasih.
These are all the challenges that we are facing in the year 2021. Therefore, despite all these challenges, we achieved actually a lot in 2021. And we have contributed immensely. I wish to highlight a few. First and foremost, of course, our PPV project, and almost 400,000 plus and continuously now. Yeah. More than 200 volunteers involved in ensuring that the delivery of the doses and the vaccine is smoothly done at our exam hall as well as in PPUM. And now PPUM is continuously doing the vaccine administration. As well as our Gotong Royong. If you remember, in October, we prepare our campus. The whole population is actually involved, including the students. 6,000 of us were actually on the street, cleaning up the the street and also painting. Thank you so much. You have done great. I think we had good time during the Gotong Royong. Yeah. And when we accept the student in December, a lot of us has been involved in ensuring it was a smooth process. So again, special thanks to all of you. Likewise, when we have the flood, more than 200 of our staff were also involved. Yeah? Their houses were immersed in water and they lost quite a lot. So we helped them. We sent volunteers. Hundreds of volunteers were sent. There are also money involved. We spent quite a lot, and UM Holding also contributed 100K. Thank you so much. So we collected donation and disbursed to all the students and staff who are involved. So again, thank you so much for all this wonderful volunteering job that we have done. Thank you. Again, despite the challenges, there are numerous achievements. This is quite a miracle, I have to say. We are facing with these calamities, yet the people of Universiti Malaya, we have achieved a lot. We dropped a bit, 6 places compared to last year, from 59 to 65. But in Asia ranking, we improved 1 notch from 9 to 8. So there's a lot of work to do in order to ensure that we maintain the status, the only university in the country to be in the top 100. Our students have been doing very well. Again, despite the challenges, we have won numerous awards. Yeah? Congratulations to them. These are some of the accolades that they have collected. So we might not be able to show all, but at least we wish to appreciate and show our acknowledgement to whatever achievement that the students have achieved. Likewise, our staff, internationally and nationally, there are lots of accolades that has been collected, if I may say, in that form. And we really are very happy to see all this. We hope to have more of this. We are very humble people. Normally, we don't apply for all these awards or whatnot, but I think we need to really show off and ensure that other people know about the greatness of the people in Universiti Malaya. So again, congratulations to all our colleagues who have made it to that level. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the 2021. This is a very quick snapshot of what we have already achieved and the journey that we have gone through. Number one, we have a new mission and vision, and what we want to do starting 2021 is to be a global university impacting the world. It has been our dream to be an internationally renowned university. We want to be a truly world-class university. And for that reason, it's not just slogans, it has to be embodied and embraced. So a truly global university encompassing the way we do things, the way we think, and also the way we act. Supposedly it reflects the so-called world-class university. It is not easy to reach that level, and we have to actually show that we are moving in that direction. Not just national hero, but also a global player. Standing tall with the likes of Harvard and MIT and Oxford, Cambridge, for example. I think this is what we want to do. And why do we want to do that? We have been in a national hero for a long, long time, since inception. But moving forward, it is important for us to represent the country, represent the nation, And we have to continue as a flag bearer, holding the torch, basically. So this is what we want to do, and we wish to impact the world. We have been doing a lot of research. We hope that this research will really contribute in solving problems at the national and international level. So that's our vision. Hopefully, we can achieve this in times to come. Likewise, in order to support this vision, we crafted our mission. And what is our mission? To push the boundary of knowledge. This is very important. We don't work within the boundary, we push the boundary further, meaning that our research is cutting edge. Our research is groundbreaking. Our research is earth-shattering. Our research is really shaking. This is the meaning of pushing the boundary of knowledge. It's not recycling what we have been doing for the past 5 years, or other people have done it many years ago, we are still doing it now. We want to have this boundary being pushed. By whom? By us. So it is very important for us from the beginning to see where is our research heading. Not just for the sake of papers, for the sake of pushing the boundaries. And nurturing aspiring leaders. Before we nurture leaders, we ourselves must be leaders. If we fail to act like a leader, behave like a leader, we will never be able to produce leader. A popular saying, ketam yang jalan sengit kan. We'll never be able to teach its kids to actually walk straight. So this is the thing. Hence, every one of us must be leaders in our own field, in our own domain. So this is very important. We wish our graduates continuously be leaders in the country. We have been producing a lot, yes, but we want them to be leaders. We do not want them to be catching up, doing the catching up games. Hopefully, our graduates are above the industry, for example, supposedly. And even ourselves. We are not being led by industry, supposedly. We are the one who actually should be leading the industry, telling them where the technology is going, what should be done. So that's the leadership role. Hopefully, again, we position ourselves in that light. And we also work out the core values. Yeah? These core values, everybody now perhaps and hopefully remember and can understand. Poise. Yeah? It had a P, passion. O, oneness, kesatuan. I, integrity, extremely important. S, sincerity, ikhlas. And E, empathy. So these are the core values that we hope will be the foundation in our university. And not only that, we ask every one of us to write our own value statement. It's not easy to actually write the value statement unless we understand the core values. Betul? Some of us might take three days to actually craft it. Ada yang mengigau malam-malam. Punya susah hanya nak menulis ni. The core values. Let's probably read apa Puan Zuraida, pembantu awam kata. Dia kata, saya staff yang bersemangat. Passion to her means saya staff yang bersemangat dan bersungguh-sungguh dalam menjalankan tugas. Saya hadir ke pejabat seawal jam 7.30 pagi dan terus bersihkan bilik mesyuarat dan cuci tanda supaya tidak mengganggu staf yang bertugas dalam pejabat. It may be small to us. We never acknowledge sometimes. Kita tak perasan pun datang-datang dah bersih dah. But without our staff like this, our work will be in jeopardy maybe. Difficult to live, dengan kotor, dengan apa. So the passion to Puan Zunaida is actually to do that. And we must appreciate that sebenarnya. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, we have oneness. What does it mean oneness to Abdul Rashid? Abdul Rashid kata dengan bangganya, saya bersama-sama community UM, together. Togetherness, the oneness. Dapat memenuhi segala urusan yang dipertanggungjawabkan kepada saya. Bagi memenuhi kehendak kaki tangan akademik khasnya dan kaki tangan bukan akademik amnya. Itu oneness kepada seorang petugas kita. Yeah? Let's look at another one, integrity. This is very interesting. I saw Prof. Jennifer. Kat mana tadi? Prof. Jennifer. Prof. Jennifer, yeah. Prof, shall I read your statement? Boleh ya? Ke you want to read yourself? I will read for you lah. Dia kata, I conduct myself to the highest standard as a researcher, instructor and colleague. Tinggi standard tu. I act with integrity for the interests of the university, my colleagues, and the community. There is no room to accept poor research data, and there should be no room for dishonesty in interactions with others. This is a very powerful integrity statement. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, it is not easy to just craft anything and put that online. Betul? So this is very important for us to embody the core values, not just put on the wall and nobody remember. So what we have done now is extend that and put that in the KPI. 15% for the academic staff, 60% for the non-academic staff. Why? Because we want that to be embodied, rather than just saying out loud, okay, we have core value, nobody cares, as before. If we look at another one, sincerity. What is sincerity to Puan Zarina? She said, saya akan melaksanakan segala tugasan yang diberikan dengan ikhlas, bertanggungjawab dan amanah. That's very powerful. Saya juga akan memastikan peralatan pejabat dijaga dengan baik dan tidak disalahgunakan. Itu integrity pada beliau. Because she worked within that context. She will take care of what she's working with. Itu. So every one of us have got different meaning to these core values. Hence, the value statement is very important. Because the contexts are all different. What does it mean by empathy? This is quite powerful. Kata Cik Abdul Halim daripada, sorry. How do I go back? This one, I think. Okay. Cik Abdul Halim kata, saya sentiasa menjadi pendengar yang baik. Empathy, Kalau tak dengar, macam mana nak empathy? Cuba memahami masalah rakan sekerja yang meluahkan perasaan berkaitan kerja atau peribadi serta membantu memberikan sokongan atau dorongan sekiranya diperlukan. So these are empathy. Bukan setakat dengar je. Ramai orang mendengar ni. Listening is cheap. Helping is not easy. So empathy means, feeling the difficulty of others, put ourselves in their shoes. Anyway, with these core values, then we move on in 2021. We have plans. What are those plans, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember? We have two big plans that we have crafted in 2021 that lasted for 10 years. Apa namanya? Macam dalam kelas pula. Transformation plan. Ini pagi-pagi dah breakfast belum? Transformation plan is supposed to be for 10 years. And what else that we have? Strategic plan on top of that is for 5 years. So we have two plans moving simultaneously. Hundreds of people are involved in crafting this plan, coming out with the initiatives and strategies. So it's a huge work actually. The syndication has really taken up a lot of our time. We must ensure last year until whatever years that these plans are for, we need to ensure we implement it. So what are these plans? We join them together in this House of Excellence. And what do we have? We have the strategic plan here. Yeah. Okay. We have that strategic plan, which is supposed to be for 5 years, and then the foundational, which is this transformation plan. This is going to guide us for the next 5 years, next 4 years, to the next 9 years. We will base our move based on this House of Excellence in order for us to achieve those vision and mission. So this is very important for us. We will communicate this more, hopefully, after this. What is happening to this transformation plan, what exactly is the advancement in the strategic plan. We will continue communicating with the campus community, inshallah. So I will just pick up a few, and there are lots of initiatives being done, hundreds of them actually, being rolled out, one after another, some simultaneously. It's quite taxing to us when we start implementing and rolling out all these plans. But we need commitment from all. And in this room, we have the deans and the deputies and the head of department primarily, ketua-ketua jabatan, ketua PTJ, yang lain. So we need everyone to actually understand this. Otherwise, it's going to be very tough to implement. So first and foremost, the awareness of what we have been doing, because I noticed that still some are oblivious of what is happening. maybe the communication, maybe we do not tell a lot. So we'll improve that, hopefully. In doing so, towards the end of last year, we changed and improved our organizational chart. Because we noticed that the previous one has difficulty to support what we are doing. So we have what we want to do, we have the objective, then we have to align it with the organizational structure. So we change a few things. What are the main and major things that we do? I think all of us are aware of the existence of Timbalan Naib Canselor, value creation and enterprise. Okay, it is replacing the TNC Pembangunan. So TNC Pembangunan we put down as AVC, Associate Vice Chancellor, in charge of that, and that place we are focusing more on value creation and enterprise, primarily looking at how we can generate income, increase the revenues of the university and those business opportunities and whatnot. So these are the strategic moves that we do, apart from the rest, small things that are there in the new organization chart. I'm quite confident that quite a lot of you are actually aware of these changes, and this has taken place now. So we are yet to fill up some of these positions, still waiting for 2 TNCs to be appointed by the minister, hopefully soon. And as of now, we are running based on this organizational chart. Okay, what are we going to do in 2022? I think this is what a more serious notes. We have devised a KPI according to tier. Tier 1, my KPI, university KPI. Tier 2, the TNCs and the DVCs and AVC. And then we have Pendaftar and Bendahari. We have the tier 3 at academic PTJ and non-academic PTJs. And then obviously it goes down to individual. So we have 4 tiers with focusing on specific area. Each tier is looking at different themes basically. And in tier 1, we are actually looking at these issues, 10 major issues. I might not have time to elaborate each one of them, but it will be filtered down, cascaded down as soon as possible. We have already freezed some of the aim and targets. We need to move based on this at the PTJ level as well. Without the aim, without the target, it's very difficult for us. So we are trying to stretch the target, always stretch the target, so that we work harder, so that we work smarter and more efficient. Again, this will be cascaded down based on the portfolios, and we will discuss more with you later on. Let's very quickly look at the strategic plan. We have a dashboard. The strategic plan is handled at the level of kita punya pillars. We have 5 pillars, and from these 5 pillars, we have 16 strategies. So not all of them are rolled out in full now, but a lot of them has been rolled out. So 12 already rolled out. We need to improve further, of course. 2 has started to reach the shore now, and we are rolling it out. And 2 are still basically in the process, work in progress. So a lot of work though. I'm going to touch a few only, because again, limited time that we have. So let's look at a quick one, the income generation. These are pillars. Okay? Maknanya there are 5 pillars. And each of these pillars is important, and we need to focus on each of the pillars very, very seriously. So look at the income generation. We have several task forces. What do? We say we open up saduan terbuka. We also have remote learning. We started to take students. This is intake. This is the data on intake for the past 5 years. You can see in 2021 session stroke 2022, dia 2 semester kan. The first semester we obtained 360. In the second semester we projected probably we can reach 400, okay, for the next semester. So if we can get 400, it's already double than last year. And for RL, remote learning is first being introduced. We have 101 students. Perhaps in the second semester, another couple of students. Probably we can project around 130 or 150, something like that. For this year, we are targeting double, 750 students for Satu, and 300 for remote learning. I believe we can do a lot more. But I think this is a modest target because there are lots of interest in coming over Universiti Malaya. So the faculty has to play the role as well. This is actually a very strategic move. The cost is very low to us. We have been teaching in the class, 20, 30 people, we add on another 2 or 3. The class of 40, we add on another 5. It's the same class, it's the same teaching. Menanda exam lah banyak sikit. But it doesn't put us in a straining condition where we need to have another class, unless it's very sizable. So ladies and gentlemen, this is very crucial to us. I hope faculty will take note of this. And from the Satu and remote learning, we have disbursed the money back, 60% to the faculty. That money has been given. Every time the student pay, we will quickly disburse that to the faculty. You improve the teaching and learning facilities of the students, provide them with nice facilities, for example. So this is meant for our student back to the faculty. So the advantage is back to the faculty. So some of these faculties are already having a few years of student intake, whereby some are just starting last year. Okay? So you'll see the variation of the revenue that was given back last year. So we believe that if we push the number to 750, the university will generate roughly around 40 million this year, total enrollment, 40 million. So that is a very, very crucial amount for us. And it will help us to breathe a bit. I believe the faculty will also benefit from this. Yeah. Looking at our zakat collection, we are pushing for zakat. If you look at a couple of years, the zakat level is almost constant, 2 million, 1 million something, 2 million. But last year, we have collected 4.2 million. Yeah? This is a good number for us. And we are targeting 6.5 million this year. We have a lot of rich people here, I can see that. Anybody rich yang kat tangan? Malu semua Tak apalah The high net worth individual, depan-depan saya ni, berkepuk duit ni. So, instead of you paying for the tax, bayarlah tax kan. Potongan cukai bulanan. Cakap dengan Madahari, okay lah, 80% I want to go for zakat. Because this money, half of them can be taken out, give to the students. And we have disbursed 2 million last year to our students and staff, majority to the students. So this is very crucial because it gets back to us. Half we give to the Majlis Agama, and the other half we can use for our own students, the needy students. So what's the problem? In lieu of tax, you don't pay tax, you pay here. Or you pay half there, half here. Up to you, it's okay. But the benefit goes back to the university. Dapat pahala lagi kot. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, we need to do that. And collect as much as we could so that the benefit will go back to the needy. So what do we do with this money? Look at that, 1.2 million we give to the needy students and our staff as well. Staff tak banyak dapat, 171,000, a fraction of it. Majority of the collection goes to our students. Our students, 55 to 60% are B40 students. Every enrollment macam itulah. Every cohort yang datang, roughly around 60% macam itu, they are all under B40. Based on UPU punya data. So they need a lot of help. And this is how, at least, we can assist them. We also do give scholarship. And during the lockdown, we assist them. 250,000 roughly macam tu, we give to the students who are staying in campus. 800 students were actually in the campus. Each one of them got 300 ringgit, because they need the money during the lockdown. Holding, I have to thank Mr. Zaid. Mr. Zaid, for the past many years, we have not had any from the Holding, is it? Before your time lah. Not to fault Mr. Zaid. But then, starting 2019, we start obtaining some dividend. Penting ni 2020, 2021, they have already given us 4.5 million, and after audit nanti katanya another 1 million ke 1.5 million, tak ingat. Kan? Begitu lagi. Kalau 1.5 million Cik Zaid, jadi 6 million, cantik sikit graf. Itulah kan. So we expect this year Cik Zaid 8 million boleh? Minimum lah, kalau banyak lagi cantik kan. The stretch one is 10 million, but at least 8 lah. Macam tu. Our new CEO, by the way. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, it's important for us to really make sure that our holding are functioning well. Okay, let's look at our endowment and donation, stroke donation. 2020 was quite a bad year. 2021 was also a very bad year, where the economy is not very good. Companies are struggling. Lots of VSS, people are, having pay cut and whatnot. But we have managed to secure 5 million. And what happened this year? Mana Cik Min? Ada Cik Min? Ada sana. Cik Min, 30 million boleh She's going to lose 30 kilo, I think, afterwards. So 30 million is going to be collected through Caria punya effort lah. I mean, of course, with the help of the faculty. Tuan-tuan, we actually should be able to do this. NUS punya endowment size berapa? What is the size of the endowment in National University of Singapore? Anyone knows? Rakan kita, our sister, berapa? It's 12 billion Sing dollar. Kali 3? 12 billion Sing dollar. Kita berapa endowment kita? Not even a billion. A fraction of that. So we need to really work hard. So 30 million is really peanut lah, Cik Min. Betul? She said she can get more lah, rendah sangat. So I think this is what we need to do. All of us have to work hard and ensure that we become it's part of my job as well. Try to obtain money from outside, get to the high net worth individual. But I need a lot of help from all of you in order to do this efficiently. Because my network might be very, very limited. With all combining network, we'll get there. We need to work hard to ensure people donate, people give endowment to Universiti Malaya because they thought Universiti Malaya is rich, which is obviously wrong. So micro-credentials in 2017, we started with 2, and last year we have another 8. And this year, we are targeting 23 new courses. This is a bit too small though, actually, but it's a good start, 23. We should be actually pushing for 50 at least, hundreds, because we have at least 1,000 subjects in the university per semester. So imagine 23 is so small a number. But it's good to start somewhere. And this is actually have a long-term impact. At the moment, micro-credential doesn't really give us that much of revenue. But in the long run, you do it once, improve it, of course, over time, but the revenue grows by time. And you don't put in more effort, actually, after that. So this is... so teaching and learning, very quickly, I'm going for teaching and learning. Now, this year, we are going to introduce flexible learning, we call it, ataupun democratization of knowledge, whatever you want to name it. What does it mean? It means that we want the students to be able to have double degree, for example. Let them choose. They're probably going to have major, minor, or double major. Probably extend a little bit, another 20 credits or so. They possibly can get any one of those. Maybe if double degree, another 40 credits, whatever being stipulated in the MQA. We need to do this because the current T shape that we have, quite broad, but have one in a very, very specialized area, might not be working in the near future. At least we have a pie shape where they have two sort of, expertise, so to say. So they are more marketable. They can take economy with law, for example, sepatutnya minor in law. Or they can possibly have physics plus management, contoh lah. Ataupun business and muamalat, for example, the Islamic business. Something like that. So we want that to happen in our university. And we do not have yet, small fraction adalah sikit 1-2, but we're going to target in 22, this year, at least 37 courses of this nature. Eventually, the students can actually choose everywhere. whatever combination that they want. So how do we do that? It's very important to lead in this area because the job market out there is not looking at a single stream of expertise. Okay, there are some like that, but quite a number are not like that anymore in the future. So we need to provide that and move forward very fast in order to get our students more marketable, easy for them to get good jobs, and they can go a lot more places rather than what they have options now. Okay, a very brief story about our international student. This is the trend that we have been watching for the past couple of years. Actually, the trend was almost similar for a number of years. For the first semester, we get 346 offered, tapi tak semua boleh datang. Because of COVID and whatnot, some could not make it. And how many we have? 226 students, which is probably similar to the pre-COVID time. So maybe next semester, additional, say 30 to 40 students, lebih kurang. But we want for this year at least 500 international students without compromising the quality, of course. There's no two way about it. But we want to do more marketing, wanting to accept more. Yang apply to Universiti Malaya ni 1,350 last semester. But some faculties are not eager enough to take them. So we're going to change the process afterwards. Okay? It will be done at the central level. You give the criteria what you want. Based on that criteria, centrally we'll make decision whether the student should go or not. Because sometimes the background of the students, the faculty might have difficulty. Ini daripada negara ni lain, daripada negara ni lain. So penyudahnya tak payah ambil because we do not know what exactly is their results. So we don't push people away simply because we don't really know about their results. So lots of opportunity lost there. So we will modify and ensure that we get a good number, hopefully quality numbers. If we look at our postgraduate intake, the PhDs and masters, so this is a trend. We have been actually going down from before that graph. So I wouldn't want to show that. But now what I'm trying to show is that we need to reverse that very quickly. So PhD particularly, they are very important, and masters also, of course. So we want the number of PhD to slowly increase. And how do we do that? We say that if they pay their fees, half of that fees will be given back to the supervisor. And that we have done. I'll show you later what we have given back to the supervisors, not to the faculty, the supervisor. They get half of the fees. At least they can use the fees to pay for whatever expenses of the studies. We have done precision intervention program, where we have already had our questionnaires. So what happened starting from next semester is that every student in Universiti Malaya, all of them will fill up this questionnaire, all of them. And then we will get these two spider web. One is about soft skill. What is their soft skill? What is their communication level, teamwork, creativity, leadership, entrepreneurship? Is it 1/5, for example? The band, 1/5, maximum 5. If 1/5 communication skill, something is very wrong, that we have to do something. So who is going to solve this issue? We have also the psychological pre-capital. Apa benda tu? We have 5 elements, 5 dimensions: integrity, emotional intelligence, adaptability, grit, and mindfulness. So we know the status of our students. We will give the right to each lecturer in the class to open up this dashboard. You will know 40 students in your class, the distribution is like this. Their communication skill is 1/5. Okay, what am I going to do? Now you have no idea. Kan? You go to the class, okay, 40 students. You teach your staff, that's it. You have no idea what is their level of soft skill. You may predict, but you never know exactly because you don't have the data. So now this data is available for each lecturer to access. We make it compulsory for every semester. The student will actually fill up these questionnaires, and you will actually be able to compare every semester. The first semester, 1/5 communication skill. The second semester, 1/5 lagi. After fourth semester, 1/5 lagi. What is happening there? Maknanya, this student is not changing. Knowledge, yes, but soft skill, stagnant. So this is what we want to do. So what is the intervention that we hope to happen at the lecturer level? In the class, you know, you have 40 students, you have assignment, kan? So those with no leadership, 1/5, you put that with those high leadership guys and ensure the 1/5 become leader lah. For example, simple intervention. We are not asking you to become psychiatrists, because you are not. We are not. We are not psychologists as well. But the intervention is as simple as that. We know this is a very introvert person. Jangan duduk belakang, call them up, sit in front. When you have anything to present, ask him to present first, because he's introvert. So we can actually track the student. So if at the level, we can actually trace after 1-2 semesters, no changes, department can actually do intervention program. At the departmental level, the head department can see, oh, this guy is not changing. After 2 semesters, 3 semesters, the same person, no changes in their soft skill, in the capital, in the psychological capital, no changes. Okay, let's department do something about it. Buatlah something. Okay. After 2 years, no changes as well. The faculty start looking at it. Oh, we need to intervene. The third level of intervention at the faculty level. After 3 years, no changes juga, HEP will actually take action. Specialized program at central level. If we do this, each one of us, little by little, rather than waiting for HEP to do at the end of the semester, macam mana? We cannot change soft skill within one program. So this is our precision intervention. And you will notice that we are trying to relate. If we have the data, we can relate. Yang tak dapat kerja ni siapa sebenarnya? It's unfortunate that we do not have this data, kan? So now we can relate. Prof. Rohana, look at the tracer studies, look at this precision intervention data. We know who are those guys, berapa markah dia. These are the people who probably might not be able to get job in the future. Ataupun get jobs with very low salary, for example. So these are the things that we want to do. I can't elaborate more. We will have a special program explaining to the faculty, training some trainers perhaps on what can be done, at your level, knowing that you are not trained in those areas, kan? Within our level. Again, we are not asking you to become counselors, but I'm sure there are something we can do at our level. Okay, then we have this elite at UM. A lot of people might not have a very clear picture. What exactly is this elite at UM? Why do we need to have elite fellow? So because of that, we simply take people sometimes, and okay lah, just fill up the needs. The whole idea is to bring industry closer to us and our student. That's the whole idea. Call them up and choose them. Not somebody very young to come and teach without proper, just kalau engineering maybe 5 years, taking care of the thing, and then we ask them to actually co-teach with us. The whole idea is to get somebody more mature, who knows the industry well, who can share 3 to 6 hours with our students, who are able to tell us, where the industry is going in the next 5 to 10 years, at least lah. So rather than just trying to fill up the needs, so we do with passion, call them up, a proper one. And we have this number, yes, we have certain targets. We want to improve the number of fellows and get the right fellows to come. Not any fellows, but the right fellows, so that they can start working with us while teaching. When they teach, we should be present in the class. Understand where they are bringing the whole idea to, kan? Rather than kita tak datang. The whole idea is to bring the industry and get closer to our people. Then we start talking about collaboration. Okay, let us go and get grants together. Can you actually fund some of our projects? The thing will start growing organically. But if we do this just for the sake of fulfilling 15%, we fail to understand the spirit and intention of elite at UM program. Okay. Next is the research and innovation. Are you okay? Still okay? Nak tidur dah? Baru lagi. Boleh lagi ya? Okay, research and innovation. Sikit lagi. Research and innovation. This is our publication. Alamak, publication pula. We need to show this. You have done well, actually. We have been having a negative trend for the past couple of years. Now, we are seeing a reversal. So until 31st of December, we are almost equal to last year, 2,980, something like that. We know the indexing takes a while, maybe until March or April, right? So according to the trend, increment trend, percentage increment, we know that we will be reaching roughly around 3,004 to 2005. This is the trend that we have seen over a couple of years. What is the jump after December? So this is quite important for us. So we start breaching the 3,000 level. This year, we need to reach 4,000. It's very important. It's a psychological barrier for us. We have reached that many years ago during the HIR. We need to repeat the success again with your help. We have the unit, apa nama tu? Penerbitan. Unit lonjakan penerbitan kan? We have that unit. Use it. Use the people that we have employed to actually push these numbers up. Train our people. So this is very crucial because this is the critical mass. Each of the top universities in the world have certain critical mass. 4,000, 5,000, depends on the number of people. So we need that 4,000 as our critical mass because we have 2,000 people, an average of 2 per person, an average. So this is what we have to do. And Scopus also have shown a reversal trend. We have been doing that, now we are reversing, which is very good during the pandemics. Now we should be able to do more. We have already obtained roughly around 3,002 to 3,001 by December. So if we project it as usual, around a couple of more percentage by March or April, end of April, we should be reaching that level according to our experience. So that 4,000 is important for us. And for this year, tak banyak pun, increase sikit je, 4,005. Boleh ke? Senyap ni, boleh ke? Macam kuk kepala. Semangatlah sikit pagi ni kan. Boleh ya tuan-tuan insyaAllah? Allah, lemah I think you need breakfast. Okay, that's a number lah. Again, not just numbers lah. Of course, we want quality in what we produce. It's not just number churning. We want high quality journals. And look at what you have produced in the past couple of years. You'll see the trend goes down a bit from 2017. Right after the HIR, we start going down the hill. And now we are reversing the trend, Q1 and Q2. If you look at your Q1 and Q2, so that basically is showing an increment now. And the percentage of Q1 plus Q2 is roughly around 68%, 65 to 70%. That's the range now, which is actually very good. Not just numbers, but it is in a higher grade. So well done there. So we hope that in this year, we can up a bit to 1,004 for Q1 and 1,003 for Q2, which is, I think, very possible. Very, very possible. If we put our strategy right, we will reach there. Okay. Let's look at the Scopus trend. Actually, Scopus pun ada Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. We are now looking at it now, especially for social science. So we will change the KPI thing. Not change what? Maknanya dulu WOS and then Scopus satu. But we are putting the Scopus up there. Scopus also have got Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Okay? So the Q1 in Scopus might be Q1 and Q2 in WOS. It's okay. At least we know that if we want to publish in Scopus, we push into the higher grade Scopus. Not just the lower Scopus which has no Q. So we want to shift into that mode now, especially for social science. Okay? So social science, for example, we have seen, look at the percentage of Q1 plus Q2. You have been doing very well. You are steadily increasing around 75%, 76% of your publication in Scopus are actually Q1 and Q2. Scopus, bukan WS. Q1 and Q2 by Scopus tier, which is very good. Let's continue doing so. Boleh tak ni? Dr. Wendy boleh? Dr. Wendy tengok macam nak telan saya, takut lah. So, boleh Jadi these are the targets which will cascade down to the faculty, and we are going to help as much as possible, whatever we could, in order to assist. This incentive will continue. We promise to give, if you get it published and indexed, then these are the incentive, so that it goes into your research fund. You can have the velocity of research. Use that money to do more research. We are putting in a lot of effort for social science, hence the number. Okay? Therefore, please use this, but we are referring to WOS lah here, okay, at the moment, because we need to get more into that mode. Yeah? Cukup tak ni? Okay. So, how many people by July? We are still processing. There's another couple of months more. Actually, the processing takes a bit of time. Yeah, we have processed until July. Until July, we have already given more than 600,000 to 529 people of our staff. So they already get. Of course, we have to cap at 10K for the time being, because the money is not good for in our side. So we'll improve that once we have the revenue. So these are some of our colleagues who have done well, and they have obtained almost the maximum incentive. We talk about the postgraduates and giving back to the supervisors, remember, earlier? So how much has been obtained for PTJ lah? Of course, it goes into the coffer of the supervisor that gets into their research grant, kan? So we have already distributed more than 500,000, 600,000+, and these are the distribution of allocation from the postgraduate fees. We will continue doing that. Okay? Every time the postgraduate pays, we immediately do the division, 50-50. Is that okay? Now, let's look at our commercialization revenue. This is from IPs, from licensing, what we have done so far. We have a lot of patent. Over the years, we did quite badly in 2019, 2020. So these are bad years. And 2021, we managed to secure 2 million plus. And for this year, we target 3.5 million at least. So we move on the value chain, and hopefully aggressively with the help of UM Holding, Zaid. So we hope with the advancement of the UM Holdings side, we will be able to generate more. And for last year, these are the numbers. Yeah, we got some money there, 2.1 million from our business pots. Some of our startups are there among the so-called deep tech. And also our students as well. There are 5 students having the startups. So we need this number to grow exponentially, especially from the student side. Yeah? Okay, let's look at the consultation work that we have done. We have 2,000 lecturers. How many of us are involved in consultation work? I think the doctors are involved, at least 200 plus of you in UMSC. But how about the rest? Do we actually do consultation work with industry? They have lots of issues and problems out there. Are we there to actually assist them? So again, the number is increasing even within MCO. So this is a good trend that all of us have already achieved in 2021. So 12.8 million consultation work. Yeah, Dr. Yap, mana Dr. Yap ada? Yeah, so Dr. Yap is heading it now. So Dr. Yap, we target 15 million, again with the help of UM Holding, Mr. Zaid and friends. So we want to push our people to do more consultation work, assist the industry. Okay? And partial, from that consultation work is being given to the researcher, okay? So again, we have a good number there, hires in 5 years. We have been disbursing 3.3 million, which is a good number, but we wish to push it to 4.5 hopefully this year. So let's work hard. It's not for Universiti Malaya sebenarnya. It's actually going back to the researchers. The researchers are actually exercising their expertise, sharing that expertise with the industry, yeah, solving their issues, solving their problem. So that's the whole idea. So some of the high impact research, which I think worth mentioning, some of our colleagues have obtained through multiple institution sort of collaboration. It is not one person, one man show. It's actually a collective effort. So they've been receiving millions. I won't read I don't read each one of them, but you can actually quickly see who has been obtaining these millions. These are the millionaires among our researchers. I know some I might probably miss, apologize for that, but just to pick up some, and you see that they have quite a wide connections of collaborators, yeah, internationally especially. 9.3 million. That's a huge amount, right? And Prof. Shazali, mana Prof. Shazali? Ada Prof. Shazali. Yeah. Congratulations, Prof. Yeah? I think you get more, I think. I just capture one or two, but definitely. And we have also some community projects. Photovoltaics from PDAC. We have also Microsoft Innovative Teachers, train the trainers. This is meant to impact the society. We also have our projects in empowering people with disabilities. Yeah? So these are notable, impactful projects, which we hope a lot more of our people are doing this. Because impacting the world means that we have to impact our nation first. And how do we do that? We have, again, disability program and also for drug addiction and whatnot. So these are some that we have collected. I know we have a lot more. We have been doing a lot for Lembah Pantai folks, those marginalized folks in Lembah Pantai. We have 33 projects so far for the past 5 years, 6 years, and we have continued doing this. And also we do with DIY, innovative program for schools. Look at in 2021, we went to 104 schools, yeah, and 1,000 students are involved in doing some innovative work with DIY sponsoring the projects. So this is just an example, again, some of the things that we do that impact the society. Okay, talking about research grant, for the past couple of years, we have been kind of stagnant at 75 million. Yeah? 75 million is extremely small, sebenarnya. With our scale in Universiti Malaya, 75 million is very small. Why am I saying that? Because our colleagues, again, in NUS, is obtaining 700 million Sing dollar for research grant. 700 million times 3, kan? Is 2 billion ringgit worth of research fund. Kita 75 juta. Macam mana nak lawan? So this year, 2022, we are targeting 120 million. Again, a modest number sebenarnya. We hope to get more, obviously, but at least 120 million must be registered in this year. And how are we going to do that? Because we are going to launch this year as a grant year. Sepatutnya fun year kan, F-U-N-D, which is fun as well. So grant year lah, nanti kata fun year lain pula. Grant year. Everybody must apply. FRGS ni entry level. Each one of us wajib patutnya. At the faculty level, boleh wajib je. Make it compulsory for every one of them who is eligible lah. Yang dah ada, those who has FRGS cannot apply kan. Those yang tak ada, ramai lagi yang tak ada. Let them apply. Make sure they apply because this is entry level. Red Ocean, thousands of people apply. You apply lah. What's the difficulty to apply? Why are you not applying? Why? So, how do we assist you? We are going to set up a new what we call as Research Proposal Enhancement Unit. We'll bring some people there, our experienced ex-professors, retired professors maybe, and some other people, postdoc, to assist to polish your proposal, especially the high-level proposal, the big proposals. You want to ensure that we assist you. Okay? So get this unit to speed as soon as possible. And we also will have the Research Visibility Unit. We have done a lot of research, good research in Universiti Malaya. It's not that visible. It's in the paper, yes, the journals, but people don't read journals, right? So there must be a way of disseminating that information. We have done a bit, yes, it's not sufficient. So let's have a proper unit just to focus on visibility, ensuring at least people can see what Universiti Malaya is doing and the impact that it brings from all this research. Okay, this is very important, special projects. We are going to introduce special project initiative. This is new. What is this special project? I've listed down there anything related to SDG, the ESG and RMK 12 matters. We want to have a multidisciplinary group of people coming from all over the faculty, sit together, sanctioned by the central committee saying that yes, this is a special project that warrant a specific result, a specific KPI points. Katalah, publishing in Q1 is 50 points. Maybe we give this at least 200 points, 150 points, depends on the level of complexity. It's equivalent to what you can produce. Kalau tidak, nobody wants to work in this project. This is government-based project, for example, with EPU. They spend hundreds of millions on consultation. PricewaterhouseCoopers, Frost & Sullivan, McKinsey, Boston Consulting, EY have been engaged. Millions of money float for 6 months project, 3 months project. How about the institutional knowledge? How about the history and the tacit knowledge coming out from there? Who's actually having that? None. So we need to position Universiti Malaya to be the core in that steering committee so that we have the tacit knowledge of the entire nation punya plan. We are working towards that. Hopefully we manage to secure the place, but we need people. Contohnya, kita kata okay, government has been launching the way forward, industry forward, related to IR 4.0. This is a big project from the government, putting in 400 million for that. Who's the taker? Who are those industries ready for IR 4.0? What is our function in the university to make them ready? Can't we do upskilling program? Can't we help them? A lot of the industry is not even 3.0, talking about 4.0. So how do we do that in the university? What do we do? Do we quickly spring up and say, okay, let's combine our effort in order to solve the nation's need? RMK 12 state very clearly, the issue of innovation is going to be how the country in the next 5 years is going to move. How do we react towards that? Do we come up with the kertas putih, the white paper on how to solve the innovation elements in the country, for example? Okay, we don't. So who's going to do that? Other people lah kan. Universiti Malaya. So positioning again, because we are working in silo kan. No. You are in your department, I'm in my department. In the same department pun kadang kita gaduh kan. Apatah lagi in the next department. Apatah lagi faculty and another faculty. Oh lagi lah. No, this is not our student. This is coming from different faculty. This is not our student. This is other department student. Padahal satu faculty. So this is how we react normally. The oneness is not yet there when it comes to research. We have been working together, but what we want is an explosion of that. We need to reform this. So the way we are putting RU money, also we're going to look at it again. We're going to park RU money to all these groups. Yeah? If you do that, okay, how much you need, for example, as a seed money before you obtain the big grant from the ministry. Bring to them, what are your pain points? I'm here to solve your problem. The nation is moving towards helping the SME, small and medium enterprises. What are we doing? How do we actually play a role there? A lot to say. The government is pushing for aerospace industry, for example. And we have a lot of people working on in aerospace related things, either from economic point of view, from the legal point of view, from the social point of view. Drone, for example, there are huge areas where we still do not have tractions yet. What do we do in the university? It is multidisciplinary, so difficult. And I'm looking at the drone material only. Or I'm looking at the programming of the drone movement as autonomous drone only. This is the issue. A very silo sort of thing. So who's going to bring them together? So this is a special projects. Yeah? We would like to do this, and we want to do this. As our vision is to impact the nation, the world first, of course the nation, and we need to do this as collectively as possible. Is it okay? We move on to talent very quickly. During MCO, 4 months we all stay at home, kan? We have 365 days, minus 120 days, bro. We only work what? Supposedly 260 days. Because cuti banyak kat Malaysia. Cuti Malaysia. We all have cuti a lot. So actually we just work supposedly 2/3 of the whole year. Sebenarnya tau. Kita kira balik lah, 260 days only. 120 days tak kerja. 240 days, 4 months MCO. Another 120 gone. So the actual work on site lah, is only 120 days, a third of the year. Last year lah ceritanya. So what have we done? We have done programs from all walks of life lah in UM. We have 350 courses and 4,000 staff benefited from this. We should repeat this, Prof. Azwan. I think this is a good project. Even our pemandu also actually have course on pemanduan berhemat, talking to 30, 40 people. So they are all eager to present, show off, and showcase their expertise. Rather than all top-down, this is a really bottom-up program and benefit 4,000 people. So we should probably repeat this during cuti nanti, kan? Something like that. Oops. Okay. We have done upskilling. I think all of you are aware that we have sent more than 200 people from the executive to your classes. Please allow them to come. We need, because not every faculty allow, that's the issue. Some do not allow this to happen. We need to see what is the gap in our offices. Contoh, Cik Wan, kawan kita, katalah doing investment. They don't have certificate in investment maybe. They just know investment through, on-job training, sort of. So we have master program maybe, investment 101, sort of, can. We should be allowing our staff to actually sit in the class. Free, can. So that they learn from you the theory and the principle of investment. Contoh. So this is what we want to do. So if you don't allow them to come, which we can't force you, but it's too bad because we are supposed to be a learning organization. Let everybody learn. Okay? So we want to increase that. We want whole 100% of our executive go and get this at least one semester, one subject. The subject that they need to increase their capability. The faculty must allow this. Yeah? And we also start to send people to, good companies so that they get exposures, and hopefully we can send 5%, not 5%, that's a lot. 5% of our executive to, big companies, multinational companies, so that they gain some experience. When they come back to UM, they bring the culture, the good things, and implement here. Okay, now, you notice this student, right? All the time, the monkey. It's everywhere, and it's becoming quite a nuisance. they litter the the garbage, and we also catch them, damaging the plate number. Maybe they are angry that we are not using UM plate number, kan? Come on, guys, we have UM plate number. You guys are not buying, ke? You must buy lah. Our UM plate number. Not now is 500 ringgit, kan? Ada 50%. So please do buy and put. Even the monkey is not satisfied. So we have a lot of complaint. There are two types of monkey in Universiti Malaya. These are intelligent monkey, Universiti Malaya monkey, and they can be quite aggressive, kan? They snatch things and So lots of reports, and we keep on catching them. Panggil perhilitan, bring the the trap, and those monkey come, and then they bring somewhere, release them elsewhere, and so on. But they breed very fast. I think we have monkey experts around here, maybe. And we catch them. Look at last year, we catch 39 of them. Not easy, These are clever monkey, really, really clever monkey. I think we can tell stories about this. Yeah, graduate monkey. Look at this big trap that we have before. And what happened is that a group of our JPPHB plus some other colleagues get together. Okay, how can we, effectively, easily move this? With that blue box there is so heavy, can't easily move. We don't know how many already inside and so on and so forth. So difficult. So they design something new and implement it in Universiti Malaya. Therefore, we managed to catch double than before. Yeah? And these are the people. I think we need to say thank you to them. Yeah, please, Encik Mazarizam. Yeah, Encik Mazarizam, we have Encik Razman. Mana Encik Razman? Ada Encik Razman. Encik Abdul Maris Mata tak nampak. Maris. Kita ada Encik Nur Syarizal. Ada Syarizal? Tak ada, tak datang. Okey, kita ada Cik Saiful Nizam. Ada Cik Saiful Nizam dan Cik Johari. Cik Johari. So all of them have designed this out of their passion. Ada orang suruh ke? Tak ada. Buat sendiri. So what do? They passionately built that thing and they won the first prize in the KIK. So again, round of applause to them. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay. This is an example of staff, who actually take extra miles to actually do something which nobody asked them to do. Kan? So the inventiveness and the initiative that they take, I think is very, very crucial. Imagine if each one of us, our staff, is like that. I think we solve all problems in Universiti Malaya, kan? So again, thank you so much and congratulations. We also have our category pengurusan. They devised the so-called e-zakat. Remember our zakat? Almost 60 to 70% increase. So they work hard on it and they won the first prize as well. I wish to call them up if they are here. If you don't mind, Puan Rabiatun Adawiyah. Siapa? Ada. Okay. Congratulations. Cik Muhammad Izzat. Ada. Yeah. Puan Haizatul Najah. Ada. Haizatul Najah. Kita ada Nur Fariza. Nur Fariza Muhammad Nur Fahmi. Ada sekali. Kita ada Puan Nur Hafizah. Ada. Tak ada sini. Kita ada Zainul Abidin. Ada. Zainul Abidin. Kita ada Nur Haifa. Nur Haifa ada. Nur Laili. Nur Laili ada. Dan Mas Linda. Mas Linda ada. Congratulations. You have done great. Thank you so much. Well done. Again, they cluster among themselves, bring in the experts who really can solve the problem of zakat collection online, make it easy for people. These are all initiatives taken. So without such initiative, it's going to be tough for us because everything is top down. So these are examples of staff who have shown tremendous impact to the university through, what they are doing at the moment and getting help from the other experts, for example. So we wish to see more of this. And this KIK, that's the whole idea of this KIK, is to promote the culture of innovation. It's not just lecturers and students, it's the staff. So we must support it at the faculty level, encourage them to actually go for this KIK. It's not just, alamak, kena ada KIK lah, okay lah, assemble lah 3-4 orang. Not that. It's the true spirit of innovation and creativity. That's what we want, the cultural change of it. Supposedly, we want so many people wanting to do this KIK group, kan? Supposedly lah. We have quite a good number. They showcase it here, and a lot of them have got good idea, impressive ideas, really. Please have a look at that. The deans and deputy deans, head department, we must look at that and support them as much as possible. So we have 50 teams last year under 2 main categories, and we put 30,000, 5,000 each for the main winner, and then we divide. We would like to increase it this year to 50,000 so that more people can get more of these rewards. And hopefully we can send 3 teams to national level and hopefully international level later. So this is our intention, so that shows the leadership in terms of the executive and the support staff. Okay. Last but not least, the entrepreneurship. We have done this. We have 75 students registered for the Deep Tech program. It is basically bringing whatever in the lab to the marketplace. Okay? There are 6 groups winning it now, who stays as successful people. So 17 of our students from 6 groups, 6 teams. They have done the half-year sort of a program. There are 24 weeks of programs, a bit hand-holding on pitching and so on, and eventually, towards the end, they will start pitching to the industry. So we hope that all of them can actually be successful in having their startups and commercializing what they intend to commercialize. We have to do a lot more here. We must push the students, either undergraduate or postgraduates. They are the ones who should be actually having startups, creating jobs. Yeah? Okay, as promised in 2021, apa yang promise ni? Macam-macam promise. The big ones is the incentive for the faculties and from the income generation. Some faculties have done tremendously well in terms of income generation. And our intention is that after we minus all the costs and so on and so forth, we would like to take a fraction of that, 20%, 30%, and give back to the faculty and let the faculty disburse it to all the staff in the faculty based on KPI, prorate it to the KPI, okay? So the faculty will be getting all this to be distributed. We have done the calculation, we have done on how we are going to distribute it in the particular faculty. So can we have this program of giving away the incentive to the faculty? Yeah. Boleh ya? Shall we go up? Yeah.
Ya, majlis mempersilakan Yang Berbahagia Datuk ke pentas untuk kita terus kepada acara agihan penyanaan pendapatan kepada PTJ Akademik tahun 2021. Baiklah, majlis dengan segala hormatnya menjemput Dekan Fakulti Sastra dan Sains Sosial untuk naik ke pentas bagi menerima mock check agihan intensif PTJ dari aktiviti penjanaan pendapatan tahun 2021. Tahniah Datuk Neni. Seterusnya dijemput Dekan Fakulti Farmasi. Dimohon Dekan dan juga Wakil untuk terus kekal berada di pentas. Datuk mungkin boleh bagi tepi. Tahniah diucapkan kepada semua fakulti yang telah terpilih untuk simbolik penerimaan intensif berdasarkan agihan penjanaan pendapatan tahun 2021. Semoga ia akan menjadi pemangkin untuk pencapaian lebih baik pada tahun-tahun yang akan datang. Baiklah Datuk, mungkin seteguk air ke begitu? Boleh.
Okay.
Saya serahkan kembali kepada Datuk.
Thank you so much. Actually, a lot more yang ada, tapi we just show the 40,000 and above. Yang lain tu because they just started, so the number is a bit small. So I think we just give to the dean later. Yeah. We believe that if this is done properly, we will generate a lot more and we can disburse it properly throughout the whole faculty sebenarnya. And those jabatan yang terlibat. So you have to do a proper disbursement of the income generated from whatever you obtain. Yeah. Okay, let me very, very quickly go to the transformation plan. I know we have a lot, more than 100 initiatives under these transformation plans. And what we are going to do is just to show you the transformation plan is subdivided into 6 themes, which are been coined as CREATE, C-R-E-A-T-E. Kan? So these are the meaning, and those are the strategies. Under each strategy, there are initiatives. There are quite a lot of initiatives, 100 plus initiatives under this transformation plan. So we are going to show some of them. 21 has been rolled out at the execution stage. We have one just roll out at initial stage, but there are 4 still work in progress. And we divide it into CREAT. Nanti we will pick up some lah, contohnya, not all lah, because I said in interest of time. Assuming that we have this lead. What is lead? Let me explain and share with you. lead is technically a platform for we just set up this lead. It's a leadership program where we want to position as an institution that helps providing the training for upper echelon, the C-suites, the CFO, CEO, for example, or the aspiring KSUs, Ketua Setiausaha Negara dan sebagainya, Ketua Setiausaha Kementerian. So we would like to position that so that one day everybody, before they become KSU, contohnya dia kata, oh dah ambil dah kursus, certificate dekat We want to have that sort of image and model. These are what is in our mental model. Positioning so the teachers are hugely from industry, people with repute, with high reputation, yeah? And it's an exclusive program, only with those at the very, very senior officials and upper echelon in the company or government agencies. So we're going to start this year. We've identified the people who will lead this, also identified the trainers, so-called trainers. A lot of them are, people with we all highly regard as the people in our country particularly, and hopefully we'll bring in from abroad as well. So that's lead. Contoh lah. We have planned for private hospital. We have been talking about this for a long time. I think Cik Zahid this year kena buat lah. We must start this. We have been talking about this in the board, holding board, and we wish to start this very, very quickly lah kalau boleh, because we know the construction, the design, the financing might take a while. 4 years down the road baru dapat hospital. Bila ni kan? So we need to start now. Without starting it, we will never be able to see in the future. So they are still at the discussion stage. I know this is a location where we have our clinics, UMSC clinics. We are discussing this further. The whole puzzle is meant for Health, yeah. And we know that there are lots of plans there, interest to build something related to health. This is just an artist's impression, whether we want to bring down the current clinics or maintain it and just extend it. So this is all under discussion. Yeah. Let's look at the offering of buffet of courses. We have been speaking about this, and last year we have 46. We are offering our courses to those people outside. A lot of people do not have the chance to be our student. They look very highly on Universiti Malaya. We would like to open our courses. They do not need to sit in and have exam. They can if they want. But if they say, I want just to take 6 hours of that class, I'm interested to know this is only. Can. You pay per hour, you come to the class, or you can do it online as we provide the hybrid, for example. So we open up the classroom where we have industrial people, ministry people, outside people who can come and join our classes. They want to sit in and listen to your talk. What's the problem with that? But not many of us are brave enough to do that. So I hope the deans and the head department encourage our people to open up more to this buffet of courses. Let people choose. We target 500 initially, towards the end of 5 years. So this year, 100 dulu lah. Opening up 100 out of more than 1,000 courses that we are offering. Let them choose. They sit in 3 hours pun tak apa, 5 hours pun tak apa. It's okay. But you get the connection with people. If they come to your class, for example, you get connection. You get them sharing their views. I'm from industry, I have my own view. Tak apa. You enrich the classroom. Kan? So we want to have more of this. Tapi kalau semua tak nak, oh tak nak lah, nanti susah. Nanti dia tanya tak boleh jawab, malu. So macam mana kan? Tak confident. So tuan-tuan dan puan, please, we can have this wonderful. Yeah? So Universiti Malaya will be seen as helping the nation by opening up the campus. People come, study with us, get to know us. The industry will know your expertise. Hence, the collaboration, the consultation, macam-macam advantage na. Why are we not opening? So this is the issue. Next is our online thing. We are trying to do it, we digitize as much as possible. It's not cheap. Straining our PTM and our budget as well, but we identify a few strategic things that we really need to do. Apa dia? Dua. Satu, HR matters. Yang kedua, bendahari matters. Cik Wan ada kat sini. So what are we doing? We are doing as we call it first. UM first. Financial apa benda dah kan. Anyway, tak apa. UM is always first. If we have this now, we completed 45%. By September, Cik Wan September is 100% completed. A lot of complaint before. Now, Cik Wan dah janji dah. You apply your claim today, semalam dapat. Kan, Cik Wan? Oh, 3 days? 3 days. Bukan semalam, 3 days. Cik, baik, dia cakap semalam je. Okay. You apply today, 3 days. Ingat semalam. 3 days down the road, you get, contoh lah. I mean, we need to solve the issue. All our system are all disintegrated. Okay? We need to get it done, and our team is working with the vendor outside to really solve this problem. Likewise, the HR as well. We have so many systems not talking to each other, group them in, build the system for us. We spend 1 million, 1.7 million, 700,000 for that, but we need to do that because it's very crucial. We cannot do manually anymore, kan? Okay lah, we wouldn't dwell much about it. Cik Wan can tell you more lah later on. Yeah? Okay, deployment of our security personnel to the residential colleges. We want to step up the security in the colleges. So now we are putting in the security at all the residential colleges. So beef up the security elements. Yeah? So this is what we are doing now. Again, we are not having enough people. So slowly we are adding people. Now they have to take turn tengok. Jadi agak ni juga kan, susah juga. But we are bringing in people. We are short of 39 pengawal keselamatan, so we have to do that. Prof. Azwan. Okay, the green campus. We have done our master plan, which is very crucial to us. You know why is it crucial? So that we don't simply just build building. We need to plan for the next 40 years until 2050. 30 years lah, 2050. Okay? So that when we plan something, it is based on the master plan. Once we freeze this, we are still tweaking a little bit more here and there. Once we freeze it, it will become the document that will last for the next 30 years. It will be the basis, bukanlah cast in stone sampai tak boleh tukar. No, but that will be the basis for us to plan for development. So we have had this key principle. On what basis we have this master plan? It's based on that 10 principles. Image, identity, maintaining our image. Tak adalah color macam-macam. We must make sure UM has got specific image. The brand. Student housing and lifestyle. We want to beef up our student housing. Kesian. If we have our kids, maybe kita pun tak nak hantar kat setengah-setengah tempat. Contoh, we want to be proud of our accommodation. The student must feel proud if they stay in the colleges. Industrial Link Research Park, we wish to have that. We have a huge plan for that. The land use, we have huge land banks, but we are not really using it. We are teaming up with the M Holding again to beef up our lands and make full use of it. And then Culture Hub and Route also is a culture. People come in with all sorts of, the vehicles are coming in, we don't have cycling routes and whatnot, so we are trying to change that. Eco campus, green as much as possible, seamless connectivity is easy for them. MRT is coming in, still negotiating on the station and the alignment. Yeah, a lot of negotiation, 5-6 times changes already now. We need to freeze it soon, Prof. Aziz. Macam mana? Safe and defined spaces, macam tu, and sustainable infras and facilities, and last but not least, a resilient ICT infrastructure. So these are the 10 governing principles and criteria in us doing this master plan. So roughly, it's a long story. We need to cut short that. We have zoned it, and more importantly is that we are putting in a pedestrian route. Hopefully by end of whatever years, until we have more than 50 kilometers of pedestrian route. We want to encourage people to walk. Yeah? And bicycle route also, more than 30 kilometers of bicycle route. We increase from the current that we have now. We don't have bicycle routes. It's the road that we have now, where bicycles are on it. Not very safe. Motor vehicle route as well, not many, smaller, but there is. MRT connectivity, hopefully. As I mentioned, still negotiating, freezing it soon, Prof. We are almost there. Centralized car park, hopefully, so that people do not have car parks in UC Malaya. And also our gates lah. Nak tengok gates kita cantik sikit lah kalau boleh kan. Ada identity, ada brand. The gates that we have in KL is supposed to be a temporary gate, but it is temporary for 30 years already. So that's how long temporary is. Okay, now is the core zone. Core zone is basically the chancellery, the student, Perdana Siswa, and also the library. So we want to do that first. Whatever we do, we want the core route, core zone, we do it first. So we have a small video, probably we can see what has been prepared by our team. Can we? Okay, guys, hopefully it will be achieved. Okay, move on a bit more. Okay, the idea is to upgrade our hostel. The plan is actually 10% of our hostels will be upgraded this year. Boleh ikut no? 10% of our hostel, Prof. Fabri. Itu target kita, so that we have semi-premium, premium hostel for our students, so that they can choose better. Apart from improving the current one. New student and staff lounge. We do not have that many staff and student lounge actually. So what we are trying to do this year, berapa target? Ada 5, boleh? Kan? We are targeting 5 student lounge. Location, we have identified a few, but we need to zoom in more because of the size and size limitation and so on. So we need to have the students to have lounge on, so that they can actually, go and assemble there. We don't have that many now. Likewise, staff and alumni, when they come, they do not know where to go. Our staff also do not have lounge, kan? Setengah tempat ada lah, setengah faculty. Some faculties do not have. So we will build this for those who do not have. And we are ready to spend a bit of money there, hopefully with the help of the faculty as well. 5 juga lah, staff lounge as well, hopefully this year. So the library, this is interesting. We now have the collaborative learning areas. We want to duplicate 2 more of this in the library. This is the most interesting part in the library, I would say, where students congregate, and a lot of them wants to be there. They are proud of that area. They like to go there. When they call the library, "Kola buka tak?" Buka library buka, "Kola buka tak?" So they want to go there because they like the ambience, they like the environment and so on. Library is a place which is different than our time. It's not a quiet place supposedly. Quiet ke atas mungkin lah. Bawah ni interactive place where they talk, they discuss, they do things and so on. So we want to do that as well, hopefully this year. Selfie spot, kita tak ada selfie spot. Balik yang tahun berapa tu, 2022 tu kan. We want to have more, kalau boleh. We have been talking to the students and JPHB, identifying some areas where we can have selfie spots lah. Student ni tak macam kita tak rajin selfie ya. But the students, and outside people, they want to, UM ni apa? UM apa? Kan? DTC lagi apa? They do not know where else that they can actually selfie. This is a small thing, but hopefully create the image. Apa lagi? Yeah, photovoltaic. We have started the RFP, Prof. Request for proposal, building the photovoltaic on rooftops, so that we don't waste our rooftops. So this is going to be things that we will do, hopefully, generating alternative energy. So I think that's all that I wish to say, and thank you for listening. I know we have a question and answer afterwards. Thank you.
Terima kasih Yang Bagi Datuk atas perkongsian yang syarat dengan maklumat dan begitu jelas dari segi matlamatnya. Thank you very much. Baik Datuk, seterusnya kita akan teruskan dengan majlis ataupun sesi soal jawab. Saya dimaklumkan banyak soalan yang telah diterima daripada warga UM yang sedang mengikuti sesi ini secara dalam talian melalui Facebook, Zoom dan YouTube. Mohon izin Yang Bagi Datuk untuk sesi ini kita mulakan dengan beberapa soalan yang kita terima daripada warga UM. Soalan yang pertama kita ambil daripada Zoom.
Okay, shall I read it?
Okay. Yeah.
All of you can read as well. Okay, Salam, your sharing on the precision intervention warrants further explanation. How do you expect us lecturers to be able to have the ability to intervene when we are not trained in handling psychometric evaluation or assessment? Kan saya dah sebut tadi kan? Betul lah, you are not trained. We are not trained. Of course, we will train a few, but what we can do is within our means. Tengok budak ni, communication skill, leadership dia very low, 2/5. Okay, how do we push it? Let that person be the leader. It doesn't require a psychometric expert to do that, right? Because there are multiple intervention level, so you intervene at your level. With the organized, training of trainers sort of activity, and at least will give some ideas on how to tackle some of these issues related to the psychological capital and also soft skills deficiency in our students. So yeah, we are not training anyone extensively, but definitely as a parent, as a lecturer, we are able to do something within our means, a small thing that we can do to help our students. I'm quite sure of that, yeah? So we will engage in this case. We have a consultant, our experts in all this psychological thing to assist us. Shall I read number 2? Yeah. Number 2, saya...
Dari Facebook.
Okay. Saya dapati sejak Datuk menjadi Naib Canselor di UM, isu kedudukan dan ranking UM di peringkat dunia seolah-olah tidak lagi menjadi fokus utama. Saya juga dapati ianya tiada dinyatakan dalam pelan strategi atau plan transformasi UM? Adakah UM tidak lagi memandang serius isu ranking ini? Macam mana nak jawab? Okay. Ranking is a byproduct. If we are excellent, the ranking will follow. Bukan kita follow ranking. That's my belief lah. Okay. To say that it is not important, tipu lah kalau kita kata tak important, betul? All the top universities in the world punya presiden, bila kita tanya macam mana, this is not important. But a day before the ranking keluar, semua ketak lutut. Bila berapa lah aku punya ranking. Dia macam tu. Semua macam tu. So it is not the objective, but it has an impact on us, yes, whether we like it or not. It's a necessary evil to us, as it. So therefore, yes, we look at it, we observe our position, we benchmark ourselves with the rest of the world, with the top best in the world, yes, it's a benchmarking process for us. Oh, kat mana kita, no, it's not absolutely determining us as Universiti Malaya. But it is important because the rakyat, the people of Malaysia, will always want to look at Universiti Malaya being the flag bearer of Malaysia. You agree with me? Hari ni turun, besok masuk parlimen. Tak penting. Boleh ke sebut tak penting? Tak boleh, sebab there are national agenda dekat situ. So it is impactful to the country because the only one in Malaysia in the top 100 and the only one in the top 100 of the 57 OIC countries. Imagine. So from that angle, I think Universiti Malaya can't afford. Tapi kalau turun juga pening. Saya kena bungkus lah. So itulah jawapannya. Yeah. The next one is in bridging the gap with the world's best universities, especially those with historically well-established academic prominence and deep-rooted resource support and reputation. What is the single biggest triggering factor that you think we need to embrace and work on in rising our standards and to be in the same league in our future strategic progressive plan? Where do you see UM in 2050? Wow, nak kena vibar pula saya. Honestly, I said, the first and the most important for Universiti Malaya at the current stage, apa tahu? Is the money issue. You have tons of great professors, for example, tons of great students, good, but without that enabler, it's not an objective, it's an enabler. You cannot go far. And Universiti Malaya has proven that in HIR experience, 500 million that we got. To 2011 to 2016. What happened to us with that money? We bring in talent, remember? We bring in the best brain. We shoot up in our projection. And the echo takes a long time. We finished HIR 2016. The echo takes us a couple of years. The fruits that we obtain from the HIR. HIR is about money, right? The allocation. So Universiti Malaya people, the warga Universiti Malaya, you give the right amount, they can fly. Definitely can fly. So the single most important element that actually does not allow us to fly is because of the financial resources constraint that we are facing now. That is my greatest belief. I'm not discounting it's important to bring in top-notch professors or big brains. Of course we have been doing that. But in doing so, without the proper strength of finance, we cannot do. So therefore, to answer these questions, sebab itu, the first pillar in strategic plan is income generation. Doesn't mean that that's number one and the rest is not important. No. Just saying that without that enabler, we cannot build the entire building. So that would be my response. Hence, it's important to understand this, even though we are not doing everything for money. Yeah, because we are thinking about impact. But yes, without money, unfortunately, we can't do anything much. Yeah. Ada lagi ke?
Kita buka soalan untuk penonton, hadirin di DTC.
Sila Prof.
Terima kasih Datuk. First of all, thank you very much for the today's Perutusan Tahun Baru. Satu soalan daripada saya, Datuk talking about income generations tu. So it is quite new jugalah basically to us, not only engineering, walaupun kita dah start mungkin back in 2016. But today bila dapat duit tu nampak kalah pula dengan medik. Okay, okay. So basically my question satu saja. Based on Datuk punya presentations, income generation basically based on satu, kemudian ODL and also RL tadi kan. Okay, normally this one, okay fine, ada programs, but then I think the other portion which is hand in hand biasanya with income generation is marketing lah kan. Okay, I see perhaps we have problems in this. We have problem in this because saya tak nampak sangat lah as far as marketing is concerned. How this marketing able to help the university moving forward as far as the numbers targeted by the university tadi as presented by Datuk lah. Okay, so mungkin kalau Datuk boleh explain further on this, what is our strategy as far as marketing is concerned, so that we can propel as far as income generation is concerned. Itu saja Datuk. Thank you.
Very good question. What was our plan? Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to beef up our MRC, Marketing and Recruitment Center. At the same time, we have UMC set to do marketing as well. So we are now combining the marketing force with MRC and under UMC set. So UMC set your marketing group is going to grow much faster than the rest. And it is easier for UMC set because they are outside of our, in terms of the finance, they are actually autonomous. Yeah, it's easy for them to bring in people and pay good and whatnot based on the needs of UMC set. So this is what we plan for marketing. We cannot split the two. So MRC and UMC set will join hands in order to achieve the objective that we are facing. But truly lah, if I may say, this satu RL ODL that we are moving in, even though we are not touching it, we know that there are certain level of revenue that university can obtain, but we cannot depend solely on that. It helps us because it's low-hanging fruits, yes, but cannot depend solely on that. So we have to quickly stabilize it, make sure the process runs and stabilize very quickly. So I talked to my friends in management. Once this is stabilized, I need to move on to find different arena of revenue. And what is that arena? It's the endowment, it's the donation, it's the work of the Vice Chancellor, it's the work of the LPU members. I've spoken to the chairman. I said once this is stabilized, we start to see and seek donation and get money from outside. We will be the most paid pengemis in the world agaknya. Okay? Jadi, who's going to do that? Nobody else is going to do that. So we have started to speak, within this lingo with the chairman, and she understands the needs very well. So we will do multiple channel ODL, Satu, RL, okay, micro credentials. We have Holding assisting us. We have other revenues, but it is insufficient if we look at the needs of the university. It will never be sufficient. So we need to create different channels of revenues, and that is the one that I mentioned just now. Hence the 30 million tadi lah. Itu bukan carya sajalah kan, kita semua kena buat. So we are looking into this area, but as I mentioned, we need to stabilize very very fast. Otherwise kita sibuk tengok benda ni, macam mana proses, macam mana ni. Jadi quickly, settle down with this, so that we can start going outside of the university. We have not done well in that area. I believe that if we narrate it nicely, people would want to give to us. We just need to work harder to get people to actually donate, endow, and give us money. So itulah, nak cakap takut tapi tak tercapai pula, tapi that is what we have been discussing lah sebenarnya. Cuma tak share tadi, tapi since tanya tu tak apalah, kita cerita sebenarnya what we intend to do.
Ada lagi soalan?
Ya, sila. Siapa? Datuk Denny, ya sila.
Dato', thank you for this very enlightened way of sharing with us the vision of going forward. I would like to, I was attracted by your comments or the point on the special projects.
Special projects.
Now, this is very good because it entails bringing people together from different fields. And I hope this is the way forward for us to build a kind of interdisciplinary research ecosystem. Perhaps you, Dato', you care to elaborate more on these things.
All right, special projects. This is really what we are excited to do this year. We know we have a lot of issue in our country. We know our SMEs, are not doing that well. We know our automotive industries are struggling. We know our aerospace is what the government wants to push. We know our smart farming concept that the government is pushing, for example, food security elements are still requiring solutions. We know the disparity of salary, for example, disparity of economy from the poor and the rich are still burgeoning, especially during MCO. It seems that there is no amicable solution to this. How do we position Universiti Malaya to solve this issue? And this issue cannot be solved by just 2 or 3 people. It has to be a collective effort. For example, when we talk about smart city for Kuala Lumpur, for example, Kuala Lumpur was talking about smart city. Of course, our guys are engaged. But how do we go in? It's not just alam bena, kan? It is the entire discipline required to assist KL Smart City program. But who exactly is doing that? There is no incentive to actually get together, as if there is no, not I'm saying there's no at all, there is not so structured way of helping the nation, through a very collective effort macam itu. Still, we are weak in that. Hopefully this year, we move along that line, finding solution for the country, for example. I give you an example of an automotive industry. We have probably around 700 vendors dulu, Proton and Pro2. And they are actually manufacturing for Proton and Pro2. When Proton is taken over by Geely and Pro2 taken over by Daihatsu, what happened is that these vendors are struggling because under system Payung last time, it was a government-initiated program. Now there is no Payung as such. You have to be good. Last time, they don't care about R&D. They just produce, okay, this is the bumper that I produce, 1,000 a month, for example. That's what they do. They just do injection molding, produce it, that's it. They make molds, they make doorknobs, they make whatever, they assemble. They have no capacity to do R&D. So when things go south, other companies are acquiring the stake, then we have issues with the vendors. A lot of them close shop. Millions of investment has gone down the drain. So what are we going to do? Because they can't compete. They are not ready to compete. Who can help them? How can we help? IR 4.0, as I mentioned, is a real issue in the country. When automation comes in, a lot of people lost their job. Really, a lot of people lost their job. So how can we come and solve the issue? Assist the company. Capacity building, the people in the company, for example. Give them solutions. They do not have all this. They do not have the capacity to do that. And who's doing it? Who is doing it actually? The money is there, the government wants to channel. The industry is not that ready. No one make them ready. So there are third party doing training here and there, charging thousands. So this is what's happening in the country. So with RMK12, we study and look at what are the niche and the trust area. We know, okay, we can actually do this. Let us lead this. Bring all other people from other universities. It's not just Universiti Malaya. All other universities must be brought in sama-sama. We become the catalyst to bring in people. That's the whole idea with this. Hopefully, we want the social scientists, the economists, the AI guys to bring together this effort. So without that special program, it's so tough to do. People are not just interested, Why should I do this? It's taking my time, 3 months of man hours, It's too much for me. I want to catch my KPI. So tak apalah, we put KPI there lah. Okay lah, you have marks lah if you join. There will be money there, seed money, so that you can get big money there. The whole idea of special project is to replace the HIR that we received many years ago. There will be no more HIR in the future. The HIR has transformed into this format of things. So this is the new HIR for Universiti Malaya. Bring the proposal, the solution, the countrywide solution to the ministry, to EPU, to MOF, and say this is a solution. It requires 20 million to solve this issue. So this is what we are trying to do. I did not say about HIR tadi lah, tapi this is the first to solve the problem of the nation. Of course, it's not free lah kan. Jadi we need that to, to move. So that will be coming in, hopefully lah, under this project. Boleh ke? Ada lagi kita? Silakan. Ya. Kita punya, tak perasan ada KMUM. Siapa nama?
Afiq.
Afiq, sorry. Presiden KMUM. Silakan, Afiq.
Okey, Assalamualaikum Datuk. So, soalan saya simple Datuk, berkaitan dengan master plan ni saya suka tengok. Master plan menunjukkan UM ada vision yang besar. Saya dah duduk 4 tahun di UM. First year, tahun 1, tahun 2, tahun 3, tahun 4 baru saya rasa UM ada vision yang besar dalam pembangunan college, pembangunan fakulti. Sebab isu facility di UM daripada saya tahun 1 lagi tak selesai. Tapi tahun 4 saya nampak ada vision. So soalan saya, berapa peratus mahasiswa terlibat dalam mengangka master plan ini, Datuk?
Tanya Prof. Berapa peratus student terlibat, pelajar terlibat? Berapa peratus, Prof? Syndication ada? Maybe I let because ini toke dia lah yang handle all this master plan. I think it's good for Prof Yahya to give some explanation.
Okay, master plan kita started as early as 2016, 2015 and 2016. So there was many engagement during the early stage dengan pelajar-pelajar. Then it came to gear 1 for the last 2017-20. Only 2021 we pick it up again to complete that one. So and the engagement has been done with staff and student at the earlier stage lah, mostly.
Earlier stage, okay.
Itu.
Right. Thank you very much, Prof. We hope, I think the message yang mungkin Saudara Afiq cuba nak sampaikan ialah the university should engage the students more. We have been bringing students into Senate, Jawatankuasa Yuran, Jawatankuasa library. So I think all of us, we are aware that we need to engage them more. Library bukan kita pakai pun. The students are going to use the library. They should have a say what exactly that they need. Bila kita plan, kita buat, sometimes it's not jiving with what they want. So engaging them is very crucial. We would like the student body particularly, to be a real force in the university, assisting the university in our planning. And I hope, I think that the spirit is there lah. The university is moving in that direction, insyaAllah. Saudara Afiq. Ya dan? Ada satu lagi, Prof. Rohana, sila.
Di belakang sana, saya ni, sorry Prof.
Ada satu.
Okey.
Cik Mazmi saya.
Dia dah angkat tangan tadi.
Dia dulu tadi, sorry.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Datuk Mazmi Muhammad Amin, KKAUM. Soalan saya, Universiti Malaya adalah universiti tertua di Malaysia. Polisi, prosedur, pun mengikut usia Universiti Malaya. Saya nak tanya Datuk, dengan polisi, prosedur, yang sedia ada, termasuklah polisi keuangan yang kadang-kadang berbeza-beza digunakan di fakulti-fakulti dan jabatan-jabatan, adakah prosedur, polisi, ini relevan dengan idea Datuk untuk 10 tahun ke hadapan? Terima kasih.
Cik Wan, nak tengok Cik Wan dulu ni tak. Tapi saya jawab dulu. Part of the transformation plan is really to solve the issue of process and procedure. So it's called process re-engineering. So lots of things are being identified as process that need to be re-engineered tadi, yang kena dibaiki tadi lah. Barangkali ada banyak lagi agaknya, seperti yang disebut tadi lah, because we have been here for very long time. So lots of things are archaic lah kan, in a way kan. We will do that insyaAllah, Cik Mazmir. Really, you know, we really want to do it sometimes kan. Ada je benda yang menghalang kadang-kadang. Yang mana tak boleh kita biar dulu, yang mana boleh kita buat dululah. But we have been trying our level best to ensure that we are not, you know, held back by this process and procedure. Cuma yang buat keuangan tadi tu memang nak kena Cik Wan Sofi jugalah.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih kepada Presiden Persatuan Staf kita. Cuma saya nak respon kat sini berkaitan dengan polisi hak kuasa kewangan. Actually kita dah buat perubahan, di mana kita masih lagi terikat dengan peraturan kerajaan, tetapi di waktu yang sama LPU telah meluluskan hak kuasa kewangan berdasarkan universiti punya keperluan. Dan Prof. Azali dah tulis surat dekat Dr. VC untuk mengguna pakai hak kuasa kewangan tersebut. Contoh, kalau melibatkan pembelian research, fund daripada bukan kerajaan, you boleh beli direct. Tak payah lagi nak cari quotation, 3 sebuah harga dan sebagainya. Prof. Azali dah tulis surat dekat Dr. VC untuk kita implement. Cuma problem saya sekarang, saya akan translate hak kuasa kewangan di mana sumber kerajaan dengan sumber dalaman, dia berbeza di dalam sistem. That's why we are in the process developing the new system. We call that first financial support system, and expected to be launched end of this year, September, hopefully. So we can ease a lot of bureaucracy. For example, in terms of travel claim, kan, kadang-kadang kelewatan tu berpunca daripada ketua jabatan. Bila staf dah buat kelulusan, dia lambat. Kali ni dia punya responsibility we put directly to the staff. Whatever you claim, we pay. At the end of the year, we do the audit checking. Betul tak you claim? And then you have to take responsibility. That's why I promised to Dr. VC, we can process within 3 days. Because Badari tak letak lagi dia punya tanggungjawab tu. Kita letak pada staff. Prof. Zamri pergi travel kat mana-mana, dia claim, kita bayar. Audit, akan audit dia. Kalau dia claim, false claim, you have to take responsibility. That's my comment. Thank you, Datuk.
Nak cepat-cepat sangat, kata dia lah. Okey, ada satu lagi, silakan.
Hello. Rahana.
Yeah.
Thank you, Datuk, for the perutusan. I'm very happy to see one of the plan is to upgrade students' accommodation. I'm just wondering, in terms of the OKU accommodation, what is the plan? And whether they are involved in the planning of perhaps a universal design or something like that. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Prof. I know Prof. Aziz can answer this, but I just want to say that we are extremely concerned with OKU. We empathize with them so much. We have the new unit, apa namanya? CCDE unit. Apa namanya? Lupa, nak kena suruh Prof. Saya ni bab abbreviation ni lupa. Ada kita punya ni? Minta Prof explain. Kita dah buat satu unit yang menggabungkan antara apa nama tu? Kita punya OKU. Sila Prof Hassan.
Unit holistic counselling dan juga orang kurang upaya. Memang ada special unit yang taking care all these disabilities and the counselling. Memang ada kita letakkan perkara-perkara begitu di situ. Jadi this section akan advise the universities what is the best way to take charge to taking care all those things. InsyaAllah. Jadi seperti mana yang Prof. Aziz sedia maklumkan, bahawa every single buildings, every single things yang kita akan buat di dalam universiti perlu peranan diberi kepada perkara tersebut.
Okay. Prof. Aziz, you want to add on the
I think Prof. Yahya is the
Boleh
one.
diri, Prof.
Prof. Yahya is the one who developed policy for this OKU for the whole country. I think with his help, kita telah mendapat banyak guideline dan direction. After this, dulu kita punya fokus adalah di College 7, tapi now we will expand it to all the colleges. Dan kita akan bergerak kepada faculty. Dulu fokus kepada tempat duduk kan. So that's whatever development we do now, itu adalah wajib. Okay, you, Prof. That's a policy yang kita akan implementkan. Thank you.
You want to add on, Prof. Yahya? Anything additional?
Yes, it's true. We led one task force special projects for the government to come up with a policy for OKU for universiti di Malaysia yang diberi penekanan kepada 4 domain. Selain daripada physical, also about teaching and learning of OKU of different categories. So insyaAllah that will be launched very soon. But in-house we can always use that as our guide to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Habis dah?
Habis.
Ada satu lagi nampak kat belakang?
Ada.
Tak apa, kita bagi.
Bagi satu lagi.
Ada dua last lah, dua last. Okey. Sebab pukul 11.30.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Saya Fakhrul daripada API. Just nak dapat feedback from Datuk in term of macam mana kita ada merancang apa-apa transformation plan ke atau strategic plan ke untuk alumni. Our strength itu kekuatan kita actually. Kita produce so many thousand student. And then now saya tak nampak dalam kita punya plan anything related to alumni directly. Mungkin Datuk boleh explain. Thank you.
Wow, alumni really is in the core of our discussion in most cases. Bila kita bincang saja, mesti alumni punya cerita naik. Cuma tak terang ada dekat sini. Sebab masa dan sebagainya. Cik Min pun ada. We have not shared with the campus community what is our plan for alumni, Cik Min, Charia. I think probably it's time for us to really, hugely share the bukan policy, the strategy for alumni, which we have not been doing that well. Bukan tak buat, tapi not as what we expected. What exactly is the plan? Macam-macam discussions kan yang telah berlaku dengan alumni. Even with the LPU members, they are always talking about alumni. Likewise kita pun, balik-balik cakap alumni. Dalam bengkel minggu lepas pun alumni juga cerita bangkit. So, I know it's going to be long if I have to talk about alumni ni. But allow us, if I may say, 1 month, Cik Min, we published the alumni roadmap in Universiti Malaya, what exactly that we want to do with them, what do we plan with them, and how are we going to engage them with us as much as possible. I'm very sure we have a lot that we have in store now, tapi itulah nak terangkan, takut panjang, kita janji insyaAllah. Boleh Cik Min, 1 month boleh? We publish that, put in our website, this is how, we launch the web, alumni framework lah kot. Boleh Prof? Kita launchkan the alumni framework of Universiti Malaya, what exactly that we want to do. And kita follow satu persatu. Kalau tidak, sampai ke sudah, kita tak dapat nak menafaatkan, churn out the best from our alumni. So yeah, I promise you, dalam masa sebulan kita cuba buat yang terbaik untuk itu. Supaya, the presentation is more holistic and covering the entire spectrum of alumni. Ada satu lagi di belakang, ya sila.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Datuk Ishak Sulaiman daripada Akademi Islam. Mungkin saya terlepas pandang ataupun saya tidak nampak. Apakah Universiti Malaya membina kepakaran ataupun menapis kepakaran dalam setiap bidang di Universiti Malaya ini? Saya berpandangan Universiti Malaya mesti membina tenaga pakar yang boleh impacting the work. Dan ini perlu dilihat pada setiap bidang itu berpotensi membantu visi Datuk. Jadi apakah komen Datuk ke arah ini? Terima kasih.
It's a very good question. Wow, this is this is going to be long. Try to shorten it. Bagaimana kita nak deal dengan kepakaran? Kepakaran ni dia diverse kan? tiap-tiap fakulti, tiap-tiap bidang, kepakaran itu hanya diketahui oleh orang dalam bidang itu saja. Orang lain makali tak tahu langsung. So how do we matrix the entire thing? What is the need of the nation? Dan bagaimana kita letakkan kepakaran itu? Kalau tak ada, macam mana source out? Traditionally what we do is we bring people hantar slab slide. So we do not see that as a solution now. Because of the success of slab slide ni questionable juga kadang-kadang. 50% success rate. Ramai yang tak lepas pun. Dekat KPT lagi teruk juga kadang-kadang. Tak sampai 50%, 40 plus kadang-kadang. Yang lulus PhD. Lulus PhD baru. Nak dapat permanentship apa semua tu. And then nak jadi giants. Lama tu. So what we do is we identify talent from outside. Bring them in. Kita minta dengan dekan-dekan. Identify people. Identify ready-made giants, especially in specific area that we want to strengthen. The deans know what is the required strength in the faculty. Dan kita dah kata, kalau kita tak ada academician daripada mana-mana universiti, dalam dan luar negara, we can bring in people from industry. Katalah dalam business punya faculty, kita tak ada orang tu. Tengok kat luar nak tarik pun tak ada daripada universiti lain contohnya. Dia orang pun tak mau datang, takut. KPI tinggi benar. Kita boleh ambil orang practitioner yang berminat. They have already reached, contohlah kan. We won't be able to match the salary. Tapi setengah orang betul-betul nak tolong share because they already have everything. They just wanna share with the students. They are powerful in terms of teaching, networking with the industry. They might not have papers. Tak apa. We bring them in as Professor of Practice. Kita dah kata dah, boleh bawa Professor of Practice. So kalau kita boleh target certain number, berapa persen? 10, 20%? 20% Professor of Practice. It's a mixture of academic, pure academic macam kita, plus 20% from industry. That would be lovely. Professor of Practice. They come from industry. 20 years of experience in that particular field. Dia dah banyak bawa dia. Jadi membina kepakaran itu satu hal, tapi yang lebih segera ialah sebenarnya mengambil kepakaran luar dan membina youngsters bawah itu, so that they can become giants as well. So the techniques and the strategy is standing on the shoulder of giants. Bring the giants in, get our 2 or 3 younger staff, and then they can sit on the giant's shoulder. So itu antaranya lah yang kita bincang. Tapi it seems that we have a lot of difficulty to do that, to bring in people from outside. Either tak attractive kita punya package, ataupun we couldn't find the suitable people dan sebagainya. Tapi hopefully lah, kalau tahun ni kita boleh rancakkan kegiatan ini, bring in people. We have been identifying people, inviting people to come in, interviewing experts which are not academic, people from outside, on specific skills that we require ataupun expertise sebenarnya. Jadi itulah, di peringkat faculty, you understand the succession planning. Orang ni dalam grup ni, orang ni, then build them up at the faculty level. At the UC level, we look at the macro level and see what other things yang kita kena bangunkan. Apa lagi expertise yang mungkin faculty pun mungkin tak berapa nak nampak. So that we bring in from outside. Okay? So we have to work together lah, seperti yang disebut. I think this is a very, very good point raised by Ustaz tadi. Mana kita kena bergerak ke arah itu. Thank you for reminding. But those are the things. Not easy though. As I mentioned, we are not that attractive when it comes to remuneration kan. Gaji kita tak sama langsung dengan kat luar sana. Attracting those people is going to be quite a challenge jugalah. Dia tengok kita punya offer sebulan. Aduh, this is a fraction of what I got. Jadi macam itulah ceritanya kan. Tapi tak apalah, nak buat macam mana, kita cari jugalah. Tak dapat yang ni, ambil orang lain sampai kita dapat. We believe we will continue doing that. There are people who are sincere enough, not because of the money part, but because they want to really contribute to this university. For whatever reason, they want to be associated with the top university ke, because they are alumni and they love this university dan sebagainya lah. So these are the things yang kita capitalize. Not trying to bring them because of money lah. We will never be able to match what they receive in the private sector. So very short lah Ustaz jawapannya. Tapi itulah yang boleh saya ceritakan. Those are the last one. Saya ucap terima kasih pada semua online dan kawan-kawan face to face ini. for your feedback and contribution. I believe that the session has been useful to an extent to all of us. Kan? Hopefully, let us work in this 2022 ni, to build Universiti Malaya. It is us who actually built the history. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, let us have that in mind that I want to build the history. I want to be part of the history. I do not want to be spectators. I want to be in action. Can I contribute? Can I do something? Not because of my personal glory, but because of this university that we love. Kalau itu ada dalam kita, saya rasa Universiti Malaya is in the trajectory of moving up and flying. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, marilah kita sama-sama bekerja. Kita ada core values yang kita sama-sama embrace dan kita bekerja dengan kuat, make sure that we achieve the objective. It is not for individual person pun. It is for this university that we love. Saya yakin dan percaya sayang pada universiti ini ada pada setiap saudara dan saudari, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Betul? Saya yakin itu. And capitalize on this. People love this university. We are proud of being Universiti Malaya. Are we not? Proud. Lupa pula nak tepuk. Tuan-tuan, itulah. Inilah tempat kita. Di sinilah kita menabur bakti. Dan saya mengharapkan it is not because of the boss, it's not because of the dean or head department, it's because of us individually. We want to make changes, insyaAllah. Jadi dengan itu saya ucap sekali lagi terima kasih dan minta maaf banyak kalau ada yang kurang di mana-mana, yang tidak menjawab soalan dengan baik dan sebagainya. I apologize for that. Saya ucap banyak terima kasih sekali lagi. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dengan berakhirnya soalan dan juga usulan daripada Ustaz Ishak Sulaiman dan juga jawapan daripada Datuk tadi, maka berakhir sesi soal jawab kita pada pagi ini. Majlis mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Yang Berbahagia Datuk atas penyampaian perutusan sebentar tadi. Semoga dengan perutusan yang disampaikan oleh Naib Canselor sebentar tadi dapat memberi satu pemahaman yang mendalam untuk warga kampus mencapai visi dan misi Universiti Malaya, insya-Allah. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kepada tetamu jemputan dan serta barisan pengurusan dan warga Universiti Malaya di DTC dan juga di dalam talian kerana telah meluangkan masa bersama Yang Berbahagia Datuk Naib Canselor pada pagi ini. Baiklah tuan-tuan dan puan, kita akhiri dengan lagu Universiti Malaya.
Universiti Malaya, kebanggaan kita semua. Bertambah para ilmuwan di berbagai lapangan. Kami bertekad di hati mencapai cita-mu ini. Tradisi kecemerlangan menepati wawasan. Di sini kami sedia berbakti terus berinovasi. Kami harapkan generasi muda terus nusa dan bangsa. Pasti kesayanganku, sungguh banyak jasamu membentuk insan mulia, berilmu berbudaya. Di sini kami sedia berbakti terus berinovasi. Kami harapkan generasi muda teras nusa dan bangsa. Pasti kesayanganku, sungguh banyak jasamu membentuk insan mulia, berilmu berbudaya.
Dengan berakhirnya lagu Universiti Malaya, tamat sudah Majlis Perutusan Naib Canselor 2022. Saya bagi pihak majlis ingin memohon ampun dan maaf sekiranya terdapat sebarang kesilapan dan kekurangan dalam perjalanan majlis sebentar tadi. Salam hormat dari saya, Ramli. Assalamualaikum.